to DAVEspn, shrouded in the rain clouds in the distance, Mount Rainier. And as usual, we are comfortable here in the broadcast booth at Bellarmine Prep School in Tacoma, Washington. It's Tuesday, May 20th, and we're here for a 5 p.m. start between Bellarmine Prep Lions and Kennewick High School Lions. Going to be a lot of Lions today. They're both, this is the state tournament opening round here for both teams. I believe Bellarmine is seeded number 13 in the state. Kennewick further south, maybe 20th. And if you lose, I believe you're out of the state tournament here tonight. If you win, you go on. So, Kennewick will be in orange and white, obviously. And your Bellarmine Lions will be in their home blue.
Welcome to Bellarmine Prep's Memorial Field for this WIAA 3A boys soccer tournament match between the Kennewick Lions and the Bellarmine Prep Lions. For the Kennewick Lions this evening, at goalkeeper number 0, Christopher Alonso. At goalkeeper number 0, Elijah Longoria. At forward number 1, Angel Rios Cortez. At midfield number 2, Danielle Negrete Torres. At defender number 3, David Mendoza Velasco. At defender number 4, Amar Holmes Monroy. At midfield number 5, Philip Pacheco. At midfield number 6, Giovanni Zolapa Arenas. At defender number 7, Tanner Chavez. At forward number 8, Santiago Mendoza Lopez. At forward number 9, Jonathan Arturo. At midfield number 10, John Vergara. At midfield number 12, Luciano Garcia. At midfield number 13, Moises Mendoza Lopez. At midfield number 14, Diego Guevara. At forward number 15, Eduardo Torres Marcellus. At midfield number 16, Nestor Mancia Arabao. At midfield number 17, Esteban Garcia Martinez. At midfield number 18, Anthony Garcia. At midfield number 19, Mateo Gomez. At forward number 20, Gerson Carrara Villaga. And at defender number 21, John Setui Degan. Kennewick is coached by Orby Gilliam. They get assistance from Fernando Negrete, Joe Castro, Jesus Herrera, Angel Romero, Juan Jimenez Orales, Oscar Gomez. The trainer is Kayla Sulian, and the manager is Angelis Alcaraz. For the Bellarmine Prep Lions this evening, and goalkeeper number 00, Joey Masterson. The goalkeeper number 0, Darian May. The goalkeeper number 1, Ethan Baidi. At defender number 2, Finn Russ. At defender number 3, Jonas Rogers. At midfield number 4, Jaden Everton. At midfield number 5, Johnny Solano. At midfield number 6, Trace McGuire. At forward number 7, Ryder Sawyer. At midfield number 8, Zin Khan. At midfield number 9, Hunter Marston. At midfield number 10, Dane Price. At midfield number 11, Anthony Delic. At defender number 12, Dom Marcillo. At defender number 13, Jackson Perez. At defender number 14, Philip Nguyen. At midfield number 16, Ben Kwiatkowski. At defender number 17, Max Wetzel. At defender number 18, Jack Merriam. At forward number 20, Liam Cassidy. And at midfield number 21, Brandon Wing. The line is coached by Jim Dempsey. He gets assistance from Christian Friend, Bill Chisel, Krista Kellett, Evan Anderson, Jim Rink, and Jack Kepler. The manager this evening are Matt Brady and Melly Max, and the trainer is T. Greg Garcia and Anna Fairchuck.
All right, we are moments away. The captains will greet each other. The referees will toss the coin. And see who possesses first. But it appears, yeah, there we go. I believe Bellarmine will defend to the left. We'll see. The referees will, of course, synchronize their watches, unfurl their flags, check the nets for safety, and compensate for the curvature of the earth. Here we go. 2025 Washington State Tournament 3A about to begin. Kennewick will kick off. There's no real wind to speak of. Well, I guess a little going from right to left, but nothing that should interfere or affect play. It's about maybe, I'm going to say 65 degrees. It's beautiful out. And the referee is looking for some kind of a sign here from, oh, we got an issue with the net. Safety first. We got to make sure that net is secure and in place. Before we begin, we're going to leave the referees to sort this out. Oh. No sooner do I say that than we are all set to kick off. There we go. Daniluk is going to play that back. Up top, we got Sawyer, Zim Khan, and Dane over there, along with Wing. Wing's going to pass that, looking to put Sawyer on. Alarcon with a defensive play on the ball. A lot of adrenaline going here. Oh, tried. There's already somebody down. Ref's not buying whatever that Kennewick player is selling. No call. There's Alarcon looking for. Oh, that's out. Hunter Marston here on the near side, number 9. And of course, Ethan Feeney in the net. There's Phil Nguyen. Phil Nguyen with the honors, throwing it in. Jack Merriam, 18, anchors the defense. And on the other side, we got McGuire. Trace McGuire. All right, Zim Khan kept it in. 2-on-1, they take it away. There's Merriam to head that ball right back in the right direction. Everybody's feeling each other out. There we go. Wing steps in, keeps it in bounds, but does not maintain possession. And White there we go. Zim Khan, like an assassin, comes up from behind, takes that ball. Marston could not control it on the side, goes out, White throw. Dane, there's Dane, takes that away. Gonna play it back to Feeney. That's a dangerous pass back. There's a player right on top of Feeney. There we go. Sawyer with a little pass back. Nice. Zim to Dane. Over to McGuire. Wing, Alarcon. Phil gets that up to Sawyer. Here we go. Marston. Oh, we got an offsides call. Zim lost track of his longitude and latitude. Ball's in the air. Good kick. Here's Dane. Wing is going to switch fields of attack, looking for Marston over here. Marston waiting on it. Sets it back over to Phil. Phil going to jack that up to Sawyer. Sawyer leaves it for Zim. Zim, beautiful ball. Oh, another offsides call. Wing. If you're Kennewick, though, you got to be counting your lucky stars there. Launching it. Dane gets his head, or no, that was Wing getting his head on it. Daniluk over there trying to maintain some possession. Nope. White ball. There we go. Merriam, must be the haircut. Got a new haircut. He's right on with the head. Ahead of the play. Over on the sideline, we got Daniluk looking for somebody. Alarcon's there. Alarcon settle it down to Merriam. Beautiful field vision. Sees a great pass up to Marston. They're going to intercept that. Tried to sneak that over to Zim. Yes, good body work there by Alarcon. Good physical play by Alarcon. Makes that attacker think twice in the attacking third now. Here they are. That'll be a blue throw. I'm not sure. That looks like McGuire threw that in. Headed out for another blue throw. McGuire looking for Wing. There's Wing. They tap it away. Dane, another tap. Wing puts his toe on it. Nice. Oh, out of bounds. Bringing high pressure. Kennewick is pressuring up top. Bringing that high pressure. It's my favorite kind. Alarcon clears it. There's Sawyer. You got to run to it. Sawyer had a funky backspin. Couldn't get to it. Nice. Who was that? That was McGuire got his head on it over there. We're having trouble getting out of our midfield. Nice work there by Zim. Zim Khan showing a lot of fearless play here in the second half of the season. Writ large. Zim Khan, big glow up between seasons. A lot of pushing, shoving, a little bit of grabbing, garden variety foul, nothing dirty there, just rough physical play. It's going to be a blue ball. It's going to go out of bounds, blue ball over there. And McGuire throwing it in. McGuire is way upfield here. This must be a Dempsey strategy move here. We got one guy back, and that's Merriam. Here comes a counterpunch. Good thing he's back. Oh, McGuire with the hustle comes sweeping in from his upfield position. Takes the ball away, gets it up, tight ropes it down the far sideline, get to wing up to Sawyer. They tap it away. It'll be a blue ball. The balls are flying off the field in record numbers, and there's a delay in the play while we find another one. There we go. We're almost 10 minutes into the first half, 0-0 Kennewick versus Bellarmine here at Bellarmine Prop. That's going to be another blue ball. Looks like some tall players on that Kennewick team along the back line. That's popular wisdom these days. Put your tall guys in the back. That went off the end line. Good possession here by the Kennewick team. They're going to maintain possession here. Bellarmine doing a serviceable job of keeping them out of the box, out of the attacking third, but they are maintaining possession pretty well. There it comes, sweeping in, and Dane with the header. Phil using his body nicely. Little tug by the Kennewick player. Controlling it nicely. Wing. Oh, Wing with the little pullback. Pullback on that. Kind of a little bit of an ankle breaker for Kennewick. Sawyer. Back to Wing. Wing again pulls the same rabbit out of a hat. Gets it upfield. Trying to put Zim Khan on, but there's too many white jerseys in the area. Here we go. Zim's going to get that anyway. On his own. 2-on-1. Their defense is collapsing. They're not going one-on-one. They're bringing help every time. We'll see if their conditioning allows that to happen in the second half, too. There's Zim. Kind of a bad pass. Almost intercepted. Yeah, that's a foul. I'm not sure how you call that. You don't call that. Kind of a body block on Merriam, but the ref says play on. Going to be a yellow, a white throw. Phil's going to get called for that. This is going to go long. There's nobody really short to kick that to. And there it is. Dane with his head on it. And again, Dane with his head on it. He's had about 4 headers already. 0-0 in match. Zim gets knocked down, takes a hit for the team and gets the call. Looks like McGuire's going to do the honors on the kick. Going to play it short back to Dane. Back up to Dane. Dane a little patty cake. Over to Merriam. And to Phil. Bringing pressure. Phil with the nice body feint. But this guy doesn't give up. Number 9 not giving up. Looks like it went out, or is that a foul that got called? I did not see. I think it was a foul that got called. Maybe frustration foul. 0-0. Merriam clears it, looking for Sawyer up there or just a throw in. Both teams doing a very serviceable job of playing defense in the middle. Wow! What a shot! What a shot from distance. 1-0. Bellarmine is gonna go behind. There's 26 minutes left in the first half, and Kennewick, what a shot that was. From distance, Ethan Fahini had to stretch to try and get that. Liam Cassidy comes in, Hunter Marston goes out, Sawyer goes out, and Jackson Perez, number 13, will come in. So it's 1-0 with 25 minutes left in the first half, the 40-minute first half. Kennewick takes an early lead. That's going to be a white throw. A lot of game left to play. Looking to get it up to Liam Cassidy. Liam Cassidy, he's a ball of energy. He will make something happen up there. Oh, nice work there by Kennewick, but read the whole way by Merriam. They're still going after it. That was close. Ethan Fahini comes out to misdirect that shot by Kennewick. And I believe that was Phil over there saving the day, making sure that ball got ushered out along the sideline. Along the end line. So they're going to leave a guy short here to see what they can do, maybe to fool us. And they do play it short. Makes it past two defenders. That goes off for another corner kick. Going to be a long day for Bellarmine from what we're seeing so far. They're going to play it short again. Perez is up there. They got by him last time. And another fantastic shot on target. That was on frame for upper 90 right-hand corner until Fahini makes a diving save. So we can see they can shoot the ball from distance. Note to self. Kennewick can shoot the ball from distance. Oh, unforced error there by Perez. A white throw. Yeah, that's a foul. Merriam takes a bump, and they call it. It'll be a free kick from there. 1-0. We're almost halfway through the first half. A lot of game to play. There goes Fahini with pressure bearing down on him. Liam can't get that under control. Bad pass right into three Kennewick players. Tried to thread that into a teammate. Didn't work. Bellarmine looks a little rattled here. Here we go, Liam. Beautiful ball, right down the side. Oh no, this guy's got the eagle eye for the offsides, doesn't he? That's the third offsides call against Bellarmine.
And for Kennewick, number 20, Kirsten Parada-Villegas.
And Johnny Solano's coming in for Bellarmine.
Johnny Solano.
And I'm not sure who went off there. McGuire trying to put Solano on. There's Dane with his another header. There's Dane again, getting that up to Liam. Liam, you got to run through that ball. He pulled back at the last minute. That's going to be kicked out off the shins of a Kennewick player. Blue ball. Liam heads it on to Wing. Wing's there. Wing looking to cross it. That's going to go out for a corner kick. Here's a chance to get even for Bellarmine. Headed out by the white. Here comes the counter punch. They get past. There we go. Phil's there to restore some order to the universe. Great. Perez pops that up to Zim. Bodies are hitting the ground. We're going to get called. Zim should have received a call. And that's a little bit of temper flaring here. I think the ref needs to get this under control. Too much action in there to try to summarize that. There we go. Kennewick seems to hit the turf pretty easily, but the ref is calling the game pretty evenly from what I can tell, despite all the turf diving here. So Kennewick, as the away team, they're up 1-0, and they seem to have really gained a lot of confidence from going up 1-0. Let's see if Bellarmine can mount some kind of attack out of the midfield here. That got taken away. Wow, what a beautiful pass there by McGuire up to Liam. Pass back. Oh no, another offsides. Let's say the fourth offsides against Bellarmine. McGuire over to Merriam. Merriam's going to boot that out. No, it's going to stay in. Wow, that had a lot of hang time. That's still in. Oh, ref. Got to get out of the way, ref. We're trying to play a game here. They'll drop that for the white. Solano, a moment there. Nice, Zim Khan to no avail. There's another slide. We can't seem to maintain possession. We're tapping the ball away, but we're not possessing. And that will be a blue throw. Another blue throw. McGuire with the honors, I believe, over there.
And for number 21, John Sesgui again.
Sub for Kennewick. Liam flicks it on to Wing. There's Liam again, keeping it in play. 2 headers with he and Wing. That's going to be a blue ball. A little delay there by Kennewick. Solano, they tap it away, out of bounds, blue ball. Zim gets a foot on it, but it's cleared to the waiting head of Phil Nguyen. Alarcon going to get that back to Merriam. Merriam looking for Wing. Wing with a one-touch, beautiful ball to Liam. And no offsides. Finally, we managed to get a decent run here with no offsides flag going off. Nice. McGuire dogging that player, will not leave him go. There's a great ball, but not good enough for Faini. That's a white throw. They play it quickly in, looking to catch Bellarmine off guard. Zim, tried to get that to Dane.
Where's Finn?
Nice work here by the defense. Perez with a nice touch over to Zim. But once again, we can't maintain possession.
Yeah.
I think Faini might have thought that was a kick back to him and did not want to pick that up. It's going to be a blue throw. All the way back to Mr. Faini. 1-0, 15 minutes left in the first half. Bellarmine down early in the match to the Kennewick Lions. Merriam fights for it, gets it up to Wing. Here's Solano. Solano, who are you passing that to? Nobody. They take it away. Zim steps in to the passing lane, looking for somebody. He's going to find somebody up there. He's looking for Wing. They kick it out of bounds smartly to give their team a chance to set up. Here we go. Dane into the middle. They take it away from Dane. They gang up. Zim's there. We're going to try to get that back over to Solano. Zim with the slide. Zim's going to get called for that. I think the ref's going to have a word with Zim, maybe. No, he's not. Zim looks like he might have jammed a finger today.
Number 17, Esteban Garcia.
Just now. So Wetzel is in. Is that what just happened? No, Zim's coming out, I think. Hunter Marston. Daniluk coming in.
Also in for Bellarmine, number 11, Anthony Dan.
In the air. Dane flicking that on to Daniluk, but they're there. They do not hesitate to shoot from distance, and they're on frame. Yeah. That's not something you see in every high school match. Teams willing to take those shots. Obviously, their coach has given them the green light and the confidence to take those shots. And so far, so good for the Kennewick Lions. That's going to go out for a white throw. Dane's there. Daniluk's there. Perez. Oh, Perez. Too soft. Too casual. There we go. Daniluk stays with the play. This time, the ref is buying what Kennewick is selling and gives him the benefit of a call there. Kennewick will sub on this pause in the action.
And for Kennewick number 16, that's the Mancia Arabala.
There's a header. Faidi comes out. Too crowded. Kennewick gets there first with the header over the top and into the net, while Faini is helpless to watch it, to do anything but watch it float in. So it's 2-0 with 10 minutes and 54 seconds left. In the first half, Kennewick over Bellarmine. This could be the final match of the season for the Bellarmine Lions. They've really dug themselves a hole. Let's see if they can demonstrate some composure to get back in the game. You get a goal here before halftime and you're right back in it. That'll be a goal kick.
That's pretty far away that we get.
Dane is there. There's 2-on-1. That'll be a blue ball. Phil's going to do the honors, right back to Dane. Bad throw. Yeah, I don't think he had the regulation ball behind the head, 2 hands forward throw. That'll be another white ball. Trying to get that back to Dane. There's Perez to save the day. Perez and Phil Nguyen not communicating, puts it right out of bounds for a white throw. Two to nothing. Kennewick over Bellarmine. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. That'll be a blue throw. That's going to go out for a white throw. Another sub coming in for Kennewick.
Match for Kennewick, number 1, Angel Rios Cortez.
Out of bounds, off of Daniluk. Nice work in there by Daniluk. He's a one-man band. A one-man band finally gets it away from 3 players. Can we get that out of the midfield? I don't know. Alarcon, you got to push back. The ref is letting some of it go. That'll be a white. That'll be a white ball. Mom and Dad don't like it. I hear some students, Mom and Dad yelling down here. They don't like that physical play, but you got to fight fire with fire and bring it. If you let a ref's letting it go, you got to make it work for you. Nobody calling out to Hunter Marston. He loses the ball. Somebody snuck up on him from behind. There we go, Perez. Yes, that's how we do, Perez. That's how we do right there to get the ball back. Referee standing right there does not call it because that is fair play to this ref. So you got to adjust. You got to get more physical. Dane, bad pass right into the teeth of the Kennewick Lions. There's a foul. And it was McGuire that went down. Sawyer's coming in for Marston. Up top.
Number 7, Ryder Sawyer. And in for the Kennewick Lions, number 17.
There we go. Fahini gets that up to Dane. Over to Daniluk, back here to Phil. Phil looking for Sawyer, looking to put Sawyer on. Can Sawyer get there? Sawyer tried to lay that off for Wynn. And we're going to get a foul call against Wing, I believe. That was an opportunity that just did not bear fruit. 5 minutes left, 2-0. Bellarmine in a hole here. All right. McGuire looking for Sawyer. Sawyer down the line. Looking for Wing. Wing tries to get that over back to Sawyer or Daniluk, but Kennewick is there. Their defense pretty good. Perez gets that ball away for Daniluk, who will get that back. There's a dangerous pass back, but Fahini is there. They bring a lot of pressure. Kennewick is right there up top. Good. Solano knocks that ball down. Again, Alarcon, bad pass, tries to get it back and stay with the play, but now we got another foul. I'm not sure who that was. A foul on there, maybe Dane, I don't know, but we're going to have a little bit of time wasting here unless he's truly injured, and you really hope he's not injured because you don't want to see that ever. So they're going to have to bring somebody on for him and possibly get a trainer out there. We'll leave him to his privacy and catch you in a moment. And once again, the blessed consecrated rubber crumb here at Bellarmine Prep Field worked another miracle, and that player walked off of his own accord. They like to shoot from distance. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to put this one on frame. We'll see. No, that's going way, way, way high. All right, Fahini playing it out of the back. There's Wing. Back to McGuire. Looking for somebody. Solano's running on. And they put it out of bounds to delay the play. There's Wing gets it into Dane, I believe. Back to McGuire. McGuire over to Phil. Going to switch our field of attack. We're in 2 minutes now. I'm not sure who that pass was supposed to go to there. Merriam's got it. Merriam's going to look upfield, take his space. Gets it up to Daniluk. There's Sawyer. There's Sawyer. They take it away from Sawyer. Here comes a counter punch. Can Jack Merriam get there? That looked like a chop to the legs by that Kennewick player. No call. Merriam went down. No complaining. No histrionics. Play on. Fancy footwork over there. Our defense is up to it. It'll be a blue throw in. Can't be more than maybe a minute and a half left now. Goes right to the head of a Kennewick player. Daniluk is on the case. Chipped up in the air nicely. There's a shot, a save, a beautiful save by Fahini, and sweeping in. Phil Wynn sweeping in, saves the putback. Goes out of bounds, going to be a blue throw. Great work there by Fahini and Phil Wynn. That's out, that's going to be a white throw. Could be 3-0 here right before the half, but for those dramatic defensive plays. Solano to Perez. McGuire gets his head on it. There's Jack Merriam. Jack got the message. Jack Merriam got the message. You got to bring some physicality to this game the way the ref is calling it. Shot into traffic by Kennewick, goes nowhere. But can we get it and turn it back for a rally? Alarcon's there, friendly fire. Dane and Alarcon got mixed up. Dane goes down. Here we go, there's a nice play. Up to Sawyer. One guy to beat, two guys to beat. Helping it out is Daniluk, comes late to the party. And the goalie's going to come out as Wing closes on the goalie. There's the whistle. It's halftime. At least Bellarmine can hang their hat on that last rally as they go in for hopefully an inspiring halftime strategy session over there and a drink of water. We'll see if they come back in the second half on fire. We are back for the second half. Tuesday, May 20, 2025. This is Washington State 3A varsity boys soccer. The very start of the state tournament. Kennewick High School is up 2-0 on Bellarmine, the home team. Bellarmine in blue, of course. It's a beautiful day. It's about 65 degrees. Not much wind. And let's see if Bellarmine can come out of halftime after a pep talk and a drink of water and get a quick goal to get right back in the match. So I see Kwiatkowski is in. Number 16 up top, along with Zim, Hunter Marston on the far sideline. There's Kwiatkowski trying to get that chested over. He's going to run under it. That's Marston. Marston's going to cross that in. There's a defender. Goes right back to Marston. Marston crossing it in, looking for Kwiatkowski. No help. There's Marston again, crossing it for the third time's a charm. That's going to go to the goalie, who's going to go down and get right back up. Wing tried to get a head on it, but the goalie read that well. Marston, 3 quick crosses. Here we go, Dane getting that on the ground. Looking for somebody, getting it back here to McGuire. McGuire back to Faini. They're bringing the high pressure still. Faini putting that in the air. It's all or nothing here. You got to go for it tonight or the season is over. There's Marston again. They're going to pop that out of bounds for a blue throw. There we go. Merriam trying to make a statement there. They're going to pop it up to themselves. Dane takes the ball away, comes from behind to take the ball away from their striker. They're forward. They're going to maintain possession. A little tugging going on there by, yes! That's the physicality I'm talking about. McGuire, number 6, brings it, gets it back over to Daniluk, back to McGuire. McGuire, beautiful. Beautiful work, McGuire. Let's hear it from Marston. Let's hear it from McGuire. They came out of halftime. They got the message here in the second half. You got to leave it out here, or else it's all over. There's Phil, takes a hit, and he gets the call. So far, looks like whatever Dempsey said in the huddle worked. But let's see if we can get something in the net here. They're playing well, but they got to convert. Nice work there. Wing got it on his head, tried to leave it for a streaking Kwiatkowski. Goalie takes it. Good work there by Merriam to put that out of bounds after he got passed on the wing. Merriam's there to back up his defender. Chipped it up, looking for somebody. Knocked out of there by Faini. Their player goes down. He's still down. There's a foul. That's Marston with a foul, an ill-advised foul right outside the box. Meanwhile, we got a guy down here after he went up, tried to interfere with Faini's play. He's going to need somebody to come out. Here comes the trainer. We're gonna see you after this has all been resolved. All right, he's gonna make his way off. I think he just went too high trying to get his head on it, and he came down on his tailbone, his hip. But I think a few minutes with a heating pad or an ice pad, I don't know. I'm not that kind of doctor. Up and over for a goal kick. And he'll be back in. McGuire's going to get called for that. A little pull on the sleeve. A little pull on the sleeve. Trace McGuire having a good second half so far. We're only 6 minutes in. That's going to go way out for a goal kick. Phil gets that back to Faini, who's going to clear it. Nice header there by Marston. There's Zim and Alarcon and Dane. Somebody come up with it. Dane's going to pop it in the air. And Daniluk, yeah, to wing. Daniluk to wing. He's crossing it. They get in front of it. They're going to clear it. There's a foul by Daniluk. That's all right, as long as he's not whipping out the yellow or the red. And it's not in the box. You know, I think it's time to send a message early in the second half and then dial it back. That's a great ball right over the defense. They're going to take a shot from that distance, no problem. And we got a foul. McGuire takes a hit for the team, and he gets the benefit of the call. McGuire having a great second half here, playing with some grit. Kwiatkowski can't get it. That's going over to Phil on the far sideline. They're going to lay it off sides. All right, the flag goes up for Kennewick as well. It went up 4 times in the first half against Bellarmine. We got the wind in our favor, such as it is. Marston got there. Marston saves it. The net is open. And we got a yellow against Dane, I think. Dane gonna get a yellow here. I did not see what sort of naughtiness occurred, but it was right in front of the ref, so he's closer to the action than I am. We'll defer to his judgment on that.
Number 5, Johnny Solano.
Solano coming in for who got that yellow? I'm not sure. Dane, maybe. Right in front of the net. Kwiatkowski tries to clear it. That's going to be a blue throw over there. No, Dane did not go out. Maybe at this level they don't have to. There's Johnny Solano battling. Maybe he doesn't have to go out into yellow card jail. I'm not sure. One noticeable absence here tonight. There's McGuire. Great pass up to Daniluk. Daniluk, beautiful ball. There it is. And their defense rises to the occasion. One notable absence. We got a sub coming in. One notable absence. This is going to be Wetzel coming in. Ref hasn't seen him yet. Yeah, Alarcon going out. Wetzel coming in for Alarcon. We haven't seen Finn Russ. He must be injured. Finn, normally a starter or usually quick off the bench kind of guy. This is his kind of game. He plays a very physical game himself. So he must be injured tonight. That is a handicap in my opinion. There we go. McGuire again. Maybe it's because McGuire was on the other side of the field in the first half, but I'm going to have to give him the game ball at this point, the way he's playing in the second half. Solano back to Dane. Dane's going to chip that in the air. There's Wing. Wing chipping it to himself. Can he get control of it? Tap it over to your teammate. Oh, too casual on the pass. He had Marston over there. Too casual. The defense is there. Now they're going to come with a counterpunch. There's Phil putting it up in the air, launching it for Marston, and going out of bounds. It'll be a white ball. Sub coming in. Sawyer coming in for Kwiatkowski.
And back to the line, Bellarmine line, that is number 7, Ryder Sawyer.
Maybe that was Zim that went out when Solano came in, because I don't see Zim out there. There's a lot of things for old Dave to keep track of here. Here they come. Good work there, Daniluk and Dane, but they take it away from Dane. They're still on the ball. Still on. Great work by McGuire. Help him out. Chips it in the air. Nice work by Merriam. McGuire, can he keep this hot hand, this hot defensive hand? Yes, he's going to turn that fellow back around. Ill-advised pass. Here we go, Sawyer. Can you make it, Sawyer? Can you get there? No. 2-0. Had to put that out. Phil win. We got Perez coming back in. So Wing is going out. He's going to maybe get some direction. And Perez. Jackson Perez coming back in. Played pretty well in the first half.
Jackson Perez.
Here we go. There's Marston. They tap it away from Marston. Good composure on defense. Marston had one guy to beat. There's a beautiful ball back over to Marston. They pop it in the air, ricocheted off of Daniluk. It goes right to the goalie. That's how you're going to get around McGuire right there. You're going to have to pass around him. Phil gets in the passing lane to disrupt. Matters for Kennewick. Sawyer's down and out. Sawyer is down. Wetzel's there. Wetzel, bring that. Well, he's got fresh legs. Wetzel has not had too many minutes. That's going to go up and out for a goal kick. Let's see. Yep, Sawyer was down. He's still clutching the back of his leg, but he seems to be all right. We got the holy consecrated rubber crumb working for us here tonight. Ouch. Gonna be a white ball. Bellarmine came out with a lot of fire in the belly. Seems to be waning here a little bit. I'm sensing. They came out of halftime with a lot of passion and fire. I'm not necessarily seeing that right now. We're about a third of the way through the second half. Gonna be a white ball over there. And they're down 2-0. Wetzel getting in the way. Seeing a lot of skillful dribbling, a lot of skillful technical skills on display from Kennewick as well. It's a good team. Jack Merriam, where are you going, Jack? Jack up top. There it is. Get it to Jack. Put it in the net, Jack. A defender's moment of glory. I think we need some scoring up top. That's what Bellarmine has decided to do. Bring Wetzel in, leave Phil in the back with Wetzel and with Newen, and put Merriam as an attacking mid. Maybe that's the strategy. And there he is again. Takes it away. Puts a man on the deck. Merriam takes it away. There's Sawyer. Sawyer getting it back over to Marston. Marston looking for Merriam. They take it back the other direction. Dane. How do you not call that? A two-arm shove. Kind of a professional foul there in a way. He senses maybe The Merriam effect. Just as I talked about a shift in momentum, there goes Merriam to give everybody a shot in the arm. Sawyer gets it over to Marston. Get there, Marston. Can't get there. White ball. Yeah, he's got Merriam up there with Dane. Forward of his usual center back position. And he's like a bulldog. He gets through 3 defenders. Oh, right through Wetzel. You got to do better. Gets it back to Faini. Faini's going to boom that down the field. Solano taking that under control. Nice work. The defense is right on Solano. He does a great job. There's Perez. Beautiful ball. Perez with his back to the net. Gets it over to wing. Over to Daniluk. That's going to be a corner kick. That's going to be a corner kick. Great soccer here. If you don't see this as a duel, you don't like soccer right here. This is good soccer by both teams. That's going to be a blue ball. Wetzel with the honors. Gets it into Marston. And that's going to be a white throw in over there. We got a sub coming in for Kennewick.
In for Kennewick, number 3, David Mendoza Velasquez, and number 20, Gerson Para Vallejo.
We're almost halfway through the second half. 2-0. Bellarmine down. Over to, there we go. There's Daniluk. Daniluk tried to do too much, I think. The defense collapsing on him. There's a shirt pull. How do you not call that? No call until Dane comes in there. Dane, you're going to get a yellow if you kick that ball. It's unnecessary delay. The shirt tug, not called. The subsequent foul by Dane, called. Fans are letting them know, letting that ref know here at home. But he is paying no heed. Wing and Zim Khan are coming back in. We got Sawyer and Perez going out. No, Perez is still in. Not sure who the second person is that went out. There's Merriam with his head on it. Zim gets it up to Dane. Dane trying to get that into Wing. Wing's there. Can he find Perez on the other sideline? There it is. Yes. Wing gets it. Wing knocks a fella down, and that fella is going to have a boo-boo, but he's right back up. That's a foul. Dane popping it up, looking for Daniluk. Daniluk trying to leave that for Zim with a toe tap. Zim with the toe tap. Gonna come right back to Zim. Come on, Zim. That'll be a white throw. And there's a foul on McGuire. On his way back, Merriam asking the ref, can we block out? Usually we can. How is that a foul? That's an educational conversation, I guess. There's Merriam. There's Merriam. They throw Merriam to the ground. Merriam got the message. And the ref agrees. That was a foul. Here we go. Faini not wasting any time. Looking up top for Wing. There's Wing. We're looking to score. to Daniluk. Dane, gotta get that on the ground, Dane. That's gonna go out for a white ball. Dane, you're wasting time and the clock is your enemy. By throwing that ball away, I know you're frustrated, but keep your wits about you. There we go. Dane and Merriam up to Solano. Solano to Dane, looking to put Solano back on, but he's got Wing there. Wing tries the shot. Solano with the shot. A header by Wing. Fantastic save by the goalie. Popped up in the air. It's still in play. Wing is over there, or pardon me, Daniluk is over there to put that back into the box. And there's a shot, a slow roller on the ground by Zim Khan. That was a furious possession, full of sound and fury, amounting to no points. Solano and McGuire, that's going to be a blue ball. Hold on, we got a sub coming in. Who's coming in here? Liam Cassidy coming in. And Daniluk going out. McGuire is going to do the honor. He's looking for Liam. Liam gets in there. Liam over to McGuire. There's Dane. Oh my gosh. That was a ticky-tack foul. They're going to put that in play very quickly. They're not going to waste time talking to the ref. Tried to take a flop there. Did not buy it. That'll be a white throw. More subs coming in for Kennewick. And, number 9's coming back in. He was the injured player who collided with Fahini before and injured his hip or tailbone. He looks like he's doing okay now. Dane gets his head on it. Still in. Now it's out. Blue ball. 15 minutes and 58 seconds left. We're down 2-0. Can the Bellarmine Lions pull something out here? So far, that was too casual. McGuire got it intercepted. There we go. Wetzel to the rescue. Kicks it right into a Kennewick player. They're going to keep it in bounds. Offsides. Time keeps on ticking. 2-0. Bellarmine needs a goal. Nice ball by Liam. He puts it on. There's Wing. They collapse on Wing. He's trying to get it over to Perez. Perez gets struck. Perez gets struck in the box. Struck in the box. Perez goes down. No call. There goes Phil in the win. Phil on the counter punch puts it back in the Bellarmine field of play. No call. Perez goes down in the box. No call. That's controversial, wouldn't you say? There's Wetzel getting it into Liam. Liam heading it over. Solano takes a shot. There's too many guys there. There's a foul right outside the box. Zim goes down. Zim goes down and gets the benefit of a call. Yeah, ref. Where were you in the box, ref? Where were you? Where were you when Perez went down? This is a dangerous moment here for Kennewick, and good scoring opportunity for Bellarmine. How are they going to do this? Are they going to try to chip it over? I'm not sure why. Yeah, we have. What's going to happen here? This is an interesting setup. Is Dane going to do it? There we go. Now everybody's in a line. Is Dane going to do it or is Zim going to do it? Let's see. It's Dane. Yes! Yeah, that's the miracle we needed to get back in this match. Dane puts it right into the net. Zim Khan goes down for the call. Dane puts it in the net. It's 2-1. 13 minutes left, 2-1. Bellarmine is still alive. Dane Price puts it in the net on the penalty kick. Or on the penalty, what am I saying? I got a little excited there, you know. It happens. That's going to be another blue ball. Bellarmine, they've got 12 minutes and 32 seconds left, plus stoppage time to bring themselves even. There's Wetzel looking for Merriam. I think Merriam's change of position has made a difference in this physical game. There's Dane. He's going to chip that beautifully. There's some backspin. There goes Liam. Goalie comes out smartly to tag that ball and put it back. Sweeping in, McGuire. That's going to go way down. Liam, that's going to go out. Faini comes out, boots it downfield. Handball, no call. Yes, there it is. Quickly. Phil will do the honors here. No, Faini will do the honors. We're going to put as many people up front as possible. There it is. Merriam. They're going to... Great play! What a fantastic play! And another! 2 fantastic plays in a row by McGuire. Trace McGuire saves the day. 1 clean tackle. 1 tackle, not quite so clean, but no yellow. Going to be a penalty here on McGuire, and then they're going to get a free kick. Everybody's lining up over here. There's the ball right into Ethan Faini's waiting arms. Ethan gesturing. Everybody up. Let's go. Here comes Solano. Solano to wing. Looking for somebody in the middle. Looking for Dane. They step in the lane. Can Wetzel get there? Wetzel can get there. He delays the play. There's Dane. Stays in. They're going to call that out. It's a white ball. And we got a sub. Looks like Jason. Was that Rogers that came in? Did I miss that? Jason Rogers came in, or Marston comes in. There's Wetzel. Alarcon swing and a miss. Cleared. There it is. Alarcon gets his head back on the ball. Shot up. That was dangerous. Still 2-1. So we got Phil playing center back, Wetzel over on the right back, and McGuire here on the left. That's going to go out of bounds for a blue throw. Wetzel with the honors. Wetzel looking to get it into Zim Khan. Zim's there. Zim, he's due. And that's a foul. That should be a foul on the goalie. That should be a foul on the goalie. He interfered with Wing. I don't know. I'm just making it up. It seemed like a nice thing to say, but missed opportunity there. Blue ball. 7 minutes, 55 seconds left in the match. Can Bellarmine bring it even? They need the equalizer now. Dane heads it up. Down to Fahini. Fahini is going to pick it up inside the box. Smartly taps it to himself. And he's booting it way downfield. Yeah, there's Wing. Wing gets the header up to Liam. Liam bumps into the goalie. That was inadvertent. Inadvertent. He's fine, ref. How you doing? You okay? Your blood pressure? Good? Okay. Charlie Horse, you're good. Okay, Perez coming back in. Who's going out? I don't know. I think Liam went out. Yeah, so now Marston's up top and Wing. Alarcon, beautiful header by Alarcon. Getting it up to Marston. Marston leaving it for Perez, number 13. There's the ball, up and right into the goalie's belly. Marston took a shot. Pretty decent work over there by Perez and Marston. Dane, that's going to be out for a white ball. Popped in the air. Nice work back over his head by Phil. Using his body nicely, McGuire. Alarcon knocks it off of a white jersey for a goal kick. Good work down there, coordinating with each other. McGuire and Alarcon. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Dane tries to flip that on. McGuire going to give that to Wing. Wing trying to tap it to himself. Goes down, no call, still in bounds. Perez, that's going to go out for a blue ball. McGuire taps it up. McGuire again. Go, McGuire. Beautiful. Stay with it, McGuire. McGuire trying to get that up to Perez. McGuire throws that man down. He's going to get a yellow. That'll be a yellow for McGuire. He's trying to leave it out there on the field. So he is going to have to go off. Yeah, there we go. Spend some time in yellow card jail. Think about what he did. Rehabilitate and come back in. Sawyer takes his place. And adjustments are going to be made in the back, I believe. Perez is going to be in the back, along with Phil and Wetzel. Let's go, ref. Blow the whistle. Into the middle. They get Pat. No, there's Wetzel. Stops it. Dane. Over to Marston. Marston, yes. Great ball. That's a great ball right there. Sawyer. Sawyer got interfered with, if you ask me, but nobody's asking me. Now they got another guy down. We're going to give him his privacy, and we'll come back to you. All right. He is walking off of his own volition over there with a little bit of a hitch in his get-along. There's the whistle. Let's hope that the ref compensates Bellarmine for all this stoppage time. Merriam shields nicely for his teammate. Wetzel booms it downfield, but they're going to come right back. And that's going to go in for a Faini save, such as it was. High up in the air. That's coming down with ice on it. A lot of hang time. Merriam's there. Wetzel's there. That's going to go out for a white ball. No, it's going to go out for a blue ball. I thought that went off of Wetzel. There's Wetzel with the throw in to Sawyer. Sawyer leaving it for Dane. Dane going to cut back, change direction. He's looking for Marston, trying to get it back to Dane. There's Zim Khan. Zim Khan puts Dane on, but there it is, that pesky offsides rule again. Dane made on the give and go, kind of went too soon maybe. I don't know. We'll have to watch that again in replay. Wetzel's over there. They're going to get around Wetzel. Wetzel goes down, slipped, and that was Phil to clean it up. Come on, Alarcon. Dances around Alarcon. They're getting it past the midfield. It's going to go up and, pardon me, that hit the, and we got an offside call. I think that must have hit the crossbar. I did not get that. I apologize. You just have to use your imagination. Did not go in. Still 2-1. Oh, there's a swing and a miss. Sorry. A lot of action here. A lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of what have yous. Dave trying to keep up. That's going to be out of bounds. No, still in. But that's going to be flag up. Another offsides. Get the ball back into play quickly, Bellarmine. Faini gonna boot that ball up. Swing and a miss, Wetzel. A little too much adrenaline on that. Perez takes down the attacker. He was one-on-one with the goalie, nobody to beat, and there comes Perez to save the day. Now we got the counterpunch going. Merriam looking to get that over to Marston. Marston back to Dane. They're dropping like they're on the carpet. We got two guys down. There's a foul. He drags Merriam down to the carpet. No call. 2 minutes. We are now within 2 minutes plus any stoppage time. Looks like Wetzel went out. I'm not sure who came back in. Phil pops it in the air. There's Faini. Beautiful ball. Zim trying to get that over here to wing. Taps it to himself and then out of the air back to his team. Perez playing the best game of the season for him. There's a foul. That's outside the box, and it's going to be a yellow on McGuire. McGuire may have to go to the bench. He'll definitely spend time in yellow cards. Yeah, there's the red. That's 2 yellows on McGuire. McGuire leaving it out on the field. That'll be right outside the box. McGuire's going to go out, and Bellarmine will now be playing down a man, or will they? Does that mean Bellarmine playing down a man now, right? Yeah. Yeah, two yellows equals red, and you can't sub. But if I were king of soccer and I decreed all the rules, I would change that rule just for this game. So Bellarmine needs to, here in the final minutes, they're down 10-11. They're going to play that into the corner. That's going to go out for a white throw. Bellarmine needs a miracle here. They only got 10 guys. They're going to waste time in the corner. That's going to go out for a goal kick. Faini. Line drive. A line drive goes right to the head of a Kennewick player. And that's going to go out of bounds. Phil tried to get up to Marston. That's going to go out of bounds for a white throw. Phil and Perez trying to turn the ball around into our... There we go. There's nobody there. Crossing it. Stays in. There's a foul. That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Why isn't he going out? Why isn't he going out, ref? They headed back to their goalie as Wing was bearing down. There's Zim, gets his head on it. Zim again. Zim Khan, what can he make of this? They get their toe on it. There's Dane. Staying in, yes. Stays in. Merriam manages to keep that ball inbounds. That's going to go out for a corner kick. Here it is, the play of the match, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. The play of the match. There's no time left on the clock. This is it, the final play. Bellarmine can tie it up here on the corner kick against a fine team. We got Faini in there too. Faini is trying to get in there as well. The referee watching that action in the net. Goalie on goalie violence. Line drive. That's going to be kicked out. And there it is. There's the whistle. The game is over. Bellarmine had one last chance. The refs are going to confer, congratulate one another, and that's the end for Bellarmine. 2-1. A flurry of action in the second half against a technically skilled team, a physical team. Kennewick, you got to take your hat off to them. They played well. The Lions go out with their head in the air. They fought to the very end. There's the Lions. The Lions are thanking their fans. Disappointed, yes, but proud. Lions played well. That's the end of the season. And the last high school match for a lot of seniors on the team. So long from DAVEspn.